I'm Lisa Ann McCall, physical therapist, posture princess, lover of movement. Today we're going to do a review. We're going to review 2 or 3 or 4 different things I run around and use in my life, and I teach, because the most important principle today I want you to understand is practice makes progress. It does not make perfect. I've changed that concept. All right. What I'm discovering over the years of doing what I do is that 2 ideas I have in my mind. One is what I teach doesn't happen quickly, or for some people it does. I mean, it just does. They immediately feel it and they feel a change. And for some people, it can take a while depending on what the problem or injury is. And I ask people to heal themselves. I'm a coach in a way you could say. I'm a coach like if you're going to learn a sport and you want to go play tennis, let's say, and you're going to go play tennis, and I'm going to coach you along. And the more tennis you play, the more I can give you better tips and the better you get. So I give you the credit. I actually teach you to become your own physical therapist on some level. Not all levels, but on many levels. I give you very important things that I could go into on another time, but I'm teaching you how to mobilize your own joints, get better proprioception. I'm teaching you lifestyle changes. I'm teaching you meditative ways of movement. There's just a million names you could give it. And you have to understand that the process is where all the magic happens. So I'm not the most popular person because I am not a quick fix. Yet at times people do get instant changes. So I don't want to eliminate that. For me it was pretty quick, but at the same time I fell in love with the process, and I'm kind of process girl. So today we're going to review, and you pick kind of what you want to do. What would you like to practice? I put Beanie Babies on my head, and sometimes I walk around and just keep them on my head. Like today, I was running around looking for a Kleenex before I popped on with you, and I was noticing I could really move and do all sorts of things with this Beanie Baby on my head. Now, what does that mean? That means that my body stays pretty centered, and it gives me feedback of where my head and body is in space, and all of that matters. Actually, it helps increase the relaxation of my relaxation process, I should say, in my body. Relaxation is very, very important today in eliminating pain, decreasing stress. It's kind of the big hot thing to talk about is, can we be more relaxed? Can we be less stressed? A lot of pain we have today has to do with holding patterns in our body that are related to, not always, but related to what's happening in our mind, in our life. Okay, well, what if we just took our life movements, the stuff we're going to do today, like I'm doing right now, and we started making them movements that really we could connect to, we could relax in, we could feeling and awareness. You know, I have an awareness in my body that I have such a higher amount of awareness than I did 20 years ago. I move better than I did 20 years ago, but yet I'm 20 years older. So I think that's cool. All right, here we go. Let's start in. Beanie Baby on my head. I just press up a little. I don't push real hard, because if I push real hard, it falls off. It's a subtle thing. It gives me feedback. It won't hurt my neck. It won't hurt your neck. If you have neck pain, don't be afraid of it. Try it. If you don't like it, don't do it. I never give you too much. If you'll take everything in small bites, in small bits, you aren't going to hurt yourself. Maybe you'll be a little uncomfortable, but it'll go away. That's the whole key to this, is you have to take small bits of this so that your body can hear it, feel it, understand it, and then it becomes a part of you. Okay? So I'm pressing up. I walk around. Matter of fact, I'm going to move this a little. Fell over. Why? Because I did this. Sometimes this isn't going to work if I need to bend. But it's fantastic if I am sitting at my desk and I'm just doing stuff, or I'm in the kitchen and I'm doing stuff, or if I'm just walking around in the house looking for something. It's wonderful. But if I'm going to bend, it's going to fall. So it has its limitations, but it's really nice. It's really fun. Use it if you want. All you got to do is you can get a wash rag. A couple of wash rags. You don't have to get a Beanie Baby, but in the beginning, learn to press up into it slightly and let your chest relax down. That's the hard part. Most of the time when you start with this, the shoulders go up. And then you have to let that fall. If you place your hands on your chest and press up, that's a magical moment because this will tell my body to go down. And when I press up, I find out that I have this thing back here called my neck. Not just here where my chin is, but all of this back here. I start to connect. So I can press my chest down and press up. And then I can let go and I can remember. I just can remember those two directions. This is all relaxing down or coming down. That is going up, down, up. That was huge for me when I started. I had no idea where my neck was, how to hold myself. I just didn't get it. I just felt tired all the time. My neck was really tight. There was something really magical and relaxing for me when I started doing this. It was like somebody gave me a roadmap back into my body like I was when I was a kid. You know, you have this roadmap in your body if you know how to move. You just are comfortable and you know what to do. You know how to bend, you know how to stand, you know how to squat, you know how to do everything. And then we start to grow up and we live a lifestyle that's more sedentary and we really learn a lot with our brain but not our body. And then before we know it, we don't know what to do with this. So we get disconnected on some levels. So reconnect and heal some joint pain. Yeah, baby. Okay, so what's the next thing I want to do? Let's do a chair. Let's do the sitting. Let's do some sitting stuff. Okay, so what I would like to do is like to go over just sitting. Like if I was going to have a chair, I'm going to sit at my desk. I am going to put a pillow on my chair so I can elevate it a little so my knees are lower than my hips. Yeah. So here I go. I'm going to put my fingers on my spine, put my feet comfortable width apart, make sure that my thighs are turned out a little, not knocking in. And here's where it gets weird for most people. Relax here. I'm moving the bones. I'm moving my thigh bones back. I'm moving my butt bone up. What is your butt bone? Your butt bone is a lot of bones. I shouldn't say butt bone. You just take your tush up. Tush is going up. Back gets straight. I should say back is more straight and flat versus hung over. I'm not doing this. I have this groove in my back. I have an arch, and then I sit on my crotch, kind of forward. Most people feel like in the beginning that they're sitting forward, and there's a whole bunch of curve in their back, and there really isn't. There really isn't a lot of curve in your back. It just feels so extreme in the beginning. But I sit here, I can let go, and my structure holds me up. Now, you always have muscles working to some degree. You have a lot of things working in your body to keep you balanced and upright. But it's not important for you to know that. It's important for you to feel this sense of ease. Like it's weird, but it's not as hard as how I usually sit. Okay, that's what we're looking for. Maybe you feel some work in your back. You can always like reach up with your arms and stretch your arms a little bit just to the ceiling and then let go. Sometimes that helps make a connection to the upper back and the hips. So then you're at the computer and you're just working away. Maybe put the Beanie Baby on your head. That's not a bad idea. So you got that. So you've got this connection. You're not working hard, but you're focused more. You have to focus because it's strange or it's new or you tend to hold and you need to relax. So there is a requirement of you to show up and feel it. And then it starts to become more and more natural.